Let me ask you a question most people are too afraid to say out loud. Have you ever been in a crowd, seen friends laughing, and felt a quiet, invisible wall between you and them? It's not sadness. Not exactly. It's more like a space where you feel like connection is supposed to be. But for you, it's just quiet. If you know that feeling, you're not broken or failing at life. You're simply operating on a different psychological frequency, one that society rarely takes the time to understand. But here's the truth. The reasons some people walk a quieter path are far more human and relatable than anyone wants to admit. It often starts with something psychologists call premature. This isn't about being antisocial. It's a survival script written in childhood. Maybe the adults in your life were busy, emotionally distant, or just inconsistent. You learned, very early on, a powerful lesson. If I want something done right, I have to do it myself. This script of self-reliance becomes your default setting. So, as an adult, you don't chase friendships or force your way into social circles. Not because you don't want connection, but because your brain is still running that old program that whispers, don't rely too much. It's safer to handle it alone. This creates a strange paradox. You might crave deep, meaningful connection, but you're also cautious of it. You want closeness, but you're so used to your own space. The world sees this as being aloof or disinterested, but it's actually a form of self-protection. You're not avoiding people. You're avoiding the familiar sting of disappointment or being overlooked. Now, here's where it gets even more fascinating. Many people with few friends have incredibly rich inner worlds. Their minds are like deep oceans full of reflection, creativity, and intense observation. This is a recognized trait known as high internal processing. Social interactions, which are often fast-paced and superficial, can feel draining to a brain that prefers to reflect before it reacts. It's like trying to have a deep conversation at a rock concert. So, you retreat into solitude, not because you dislike people, but because your inner world feels more vibrant and more real. Your social energy flows differently, more like a slow-moving river than a firework. It's intentional and selective. This is why you might take longer to trust someone. Your trust isn't given. It's built layer by quiet layer. In psychology, there's a concept that some people connect like sparks fast and bright, while others connect like roots low, deep, and incredibly strong once they take hold. People with few friends are often the roots. There's another powerful factor: high social sensitivity. Your brain is wired to notice the little things others miss: the subtle shift in someone's tone, the flicker of insincerity in their eyes, the micro-expressions that betray their real feelings. You can sense when a conversation is competitive, not cooperative, or when someone is talking asterisk at asterisk. You, not asterisk with asterisk. And instead of faking it, you quietly withdraw. You'd rather have one real conversation than 20 shallow ones. It's not judgment. It's a form of emotional wisdom. When your social battery is limited, you learn to protect your energy. And here's a twist most people never see coming. Many people with small social circles aren't lacking social skills. In fact, it's often the opposite. They possess a high degree of social observation, so they understand people almost too well. This discernment makes them careful. They see the patterns, the games, the polite but empty exchanges, and they choose not to participate. This isn't arrogance. It's an instinct to protect their own emotional environment. Ironically, this same depth is what makes their friendships, when they do form, so powerful. They listen to understand, not just to reply. They remember the small details because those details matter to them. They show up quietly, but consistently. This kind of depth takes time and safety to build, and in a world that values speed over substance, it's easy to feel out of sync. But here's the crucial part. Being alone is not the same as being lonely. For many, solitude is not empty. It's full of thought, creativity, and peace. But even the most self-reliant person will have moments, maybe on a quiet evening or a birthday wane. A soft whisper arises, "It would be nice to be truly known." That ache is profoundly human. We are all wired for connection. So if this resonates with you, hear this. You are not behind. You are not incomplete. You are simply built for a deeper frequency. Your friendships are fewer, but they are richer. You value sincerity over noise, and depth over numbers. In a world that can feel loud and superficial, people like you are an anchor. Your quiet path isn't smaller. It's just more intentional. And when the right people find their way onto your path, and they will, your depth won't be a barrier. It will be a rare and beautiful gift. Thanks for watching.